What's up, everybody? I might be a Christian, but I will never stop being funny. In light of today's topic, I wore all black. But today's topic, as you've seen on the thumbnail, is what to do to prevent home invasions. Now, I have 4 checkpoints here I would like to go over. But before I go over any of those, the main thing to do to keep you and your family safe is this: keep your mouth shut. And I'll give you examples of what I mean throughout this, because they fit on every one of them. That one rule right there fits on every one of these. But here's the first one I noticed: routine. I'm guilty of this. I used to be really guilty of this, but change up your routine. And this goes with your home safety too. Let me give you an example. If you and the missus drive 2 cars, and everybody up the street knows you and the missus are the only 2 that live there, when they see those 2 cars gone, it's pretty evident both of you are gone. The house is wide open. So routine, switch it up. Leave a car behind once in a while. Here's why I say keep your mouth shut too, because most of the time these things happen, they're done by people that know you. It's sad as it is, but these are the people that are in your life, sometimes even in your close circles. So this is why I say keep your mouth shut. A routine, you got to switch up your routine. People notice this. If you have a lot of neighbors, they're going to notice. People are going to notice. And they call it casing a house. Criminals will case your home. And what they're doing is learning this stuff. What time you go to work, what time your wife goes to work, how many children you have, when they go to school. They case your house for this reason. And they're not casing you if you're poor. I'll say that. It sucks for the rich people, but hey, it's the bed you live in. And that's another one of my things. If you're flossing and bragging about everything you have, this is another, keep your mouth shut. There's another part of that, keep your mouth shut. If you're flossing, you're already bringing attention to yourself. If you do have a lot of money, then you probably have a better security system, and that's part of this too. But this is for the average man and woman out there that go to work every day and can't be at their house 100% of the time. All right. Second thing is firearms. If you have firearms in your home, this is another thing. This is especially for the men, because I know how we like to brag. If you have firearms in your home, don't tell anyone. Don't be getting on Facebook and posting how many you have. Don't be bragging to anybody. Just don't. Especially if you have a family. What are you doing? You'd rather brag and put your family in danger than keep your mouth shut? Stuff your pride. Stuff that pride down. And I say this because firearms will get your home broken into quickly. A lot of people say, well, I got guns in my home. I dare somebody. That's why they're breaking into your home. They want your guns. Think about it. That bragging stuff, or rah-rah, you got to stop that rah-rah stuff. That'll get you broken into. That'll get you unalived quick. Just stop the rah-rah stuff. Be a man and keep your mouth shut. All right. Checkpoint number 3. Posting your location online. This is another rah-rah moment. If you're at the local donut shop, local coffee house, and you are the only one, this is especially for people that live in apartments, and you're the only one that lives in your home, and they know little Mary Sue is at the coffee shop right now. Guess what? You just told any would-be willing robber that you're not home. Stupid. That's another one. A lot of these, that's what I say, all these have to do with keeping your mouth shut, basically. All right. Let me just, I'm going to touch on something else too while I'm talking about posting stuff online. Because everybody's so guilty about this. They post where their kids go to school, where they play baseball at, what time they play baseball. It's not cool, y'all. It's not cool. Do you love your family? Then stop bragging. Keep your mouth shut. Keeping your mouth shut saves your family so many times. I can't express it enough. Excuse me. Fourth checkpoint. Another one. Put cameras in your home. Cameras are so simple to use now and install and put up. You can put them everywhere, anywhere. But here's another one. Do not tell anyone you survey your home. Now, I would put one up at the front door that everybody sees, point blank. It can be real or not real, but one right out front. But I would have many other ones inside the garage, inside my bedroom, not inside the bathroom, inside the bedroom, inside the entrance of the home, as soon as you open the door, and outside the door. I would have, here's another one. There's another checkpoint, bullet point. I'll add it now. If you have any windows in your home that are obscure to a street, no, here's what I mean. If someone can get into it easily by either breaking it, jimmying it, or whatever, and it's not visible to a street, that's the access point they're going to use. I highly suggest, if you have a window that has a bush in front of it that is obscuring that window, I would get rid of that bush, or two, I would put another camera in the back of my home. I would put another camera in the back of my home just for good luck, for good measure. That's about all the ones I have right now. But I was thinking about this today because I used to live up this nice, it was a nice area that I was raised in. And one day, me and the parents were coming up the house, and I said, it was the first house up the road. And I said, one of these days that house is going to get broken into. And my dad was like, why? I was like, well, because the people that just moved in there, one, he brags about his guns all the time. And this is crazy. I said, he brags about his guns all the time. And then the second thing was, they both go to work at the same time. He drove a white truck. She drove a blue car. Easy peasy. I swear, 2 weeks later, I didn't do it. 2 weeks later, the exact thing I said happened. And they kicked in the back door. The door that was obscure from the road. And they waited till both the cars were gone. And here's another thing. It was someone that lived 2 houses outside of the road we lived on. Just 2 houses away. That's why I say it's always someone really close to you. But these are the bullet points I wanted to go over. I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but these are the main ones. And it all has to do with keeping your mouth shut. Keeping your mouth shut is in the Bible, matter of fact. You know, this is my source right here. It says a fool is known by his many words. A fool talks all the time. Look at all the guns I got. Look at me at the coffee shop when I'm drinking right now. These things will get you hemmed up every single time. When I lived in the city, I didn't get jumped because I always walked around looking like I was poor. I don't care how much money I had. Jiminy Cricket had more money than me, as far as everyone else is concerned. I didn't wear the bling bling, this and that. I didn't go, I dare somebody try to take it from me. There are people that will try to take it from you. Stop being rah-rah. Rah-rah gets you put in so many bad places. One of them you don't want to be in. But that's about all I got in this video. Really short video. I just wanted to get that out there because this is not a cool world anymore. It never really was a cool world, but man, I never thought it'd be as bad as it is right now. People just don't care. They are walking up. Here's another one. I'll add this one too before we go. You do not have to open the door for anybody ever. I wouldn't even. I don't even open the door. If they don't have a warrant, I'm not opening the door for the police officer after a certain hour. I'm just not. They'll have to kick the door in, and we'll deal with it after that. But just don't answer the door for anybody. And there's another bullet point. I'll go ahead and say it. If you're a good-looking girl, a good-looking woman, you're smart. You know who you are. This is the world we live in. It sucks, but you've already got a bullseye on you too. There are some sick people out there. This goes for your children as well. Keep an eye on them. The people you're supposed to trust in this world today, you can't trust them. This is why my circle is like this. I swear it is. And it's just the way it is. I used to have friends all the time, all over the place. I used to have friends. I still do, kind of, but I haven't found anybody worth being able to divulge the kind of information I'm talking about on here to these days. Not everyone's your friend. I've seen people with the most beautiful smiles with the sharpest knives. So, yeah, routine, firearms. Don't post your location. Don't brag about your firearms. Switch up your routine a lot. Try to switch up your routine. And here's another one. If you have a good neighbor that you can trust, you guys should converge. You guys should trust each other with, looking out for each other. Here's a good tip. If your buddy's away, say your buddy goes on vacation and you notice a car pull up in his driveway and you've never seen his car before, somebody gets out. Don't be mean to him. This is slick. Go up to him and just bring up the conversation and do it like this. Say your neighbor's name is Mark. Be like, hey, John's not home right now. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Bam. There's your red flag right there. They didn't call you out. I'm not looking for John. I'm looking for Mark. That means they would have known him. You can be quick. You can be slick. But if you have a neighbor, look out for each other. Look out for your neighbor. And hopefully he'll do the same for you. I remember my brother had a whole slew of his bikes stole one day. And the neighbors just watched this van back up to his house, load the bikes in, and drive off. What? So speak up when you see something. I'm sure your neighbor's not going to get mad at you. And if he does, don't ever speak up again. His loss. Sorry. But yeah, that's about it. Short video. I just wanted to get that out there because I love you guys. I've learned a lot. I've seen a lot in my life. And like I said, it would be cruel of me not to share what I know about it. But I love you guys. God bless you.